Hello, everybody. This is Dustin Coyle coming at you again here on a Friday. What is it, March 24th? I'm bringing you some intelligent thoughts. The Daily Wager, a nice 10 a.m. version, as I am up a little bit earlier than normal. How about fucking last night, huh? How about the fucking, we'll start with NCAA, man. That was some crazy shit. First of all, for the gambling, we went 3-1 against the spread. We won by a half point. West Virginia lost by 3 to Gonzaga, but that means we win. It was a great game there. An even better game, probably the Michigan-Oregon game. We had Oregon +1. They win by a point. And we get that. It's funny because I actually thought it should be Oregon a -1.5 favorite. And if that were the case, they still would have won. I would have got the perfect spread. But enough about me. Kansas beats... God damn it. Brain fart. The Boilermakers of Purdue. They beat them by like 30-something points. So we get that -7 Kansas. And then we lose on Arizona, even though it looked like it was pretty fucking solid. Arizona actually loses the game. We had them -7.5, which obviously isn't the best. Those were really overall a pretty damn good set of games. Late comeback from Xavier to beat Arizona. That was pretty sweet. The only game that wasn't good was Kansas. Purdue, and actually that game was good in the first half. I think Purdue was up by like 8 in the first half, so it definitely swung heavily. I think Kansas put up like 90-something points. And then Purdue scored 30 points in like the final, 30 minutes. Yeah, probably about that, maybe 28. Yeah, great game there. We got 4 of them coming tonight. We'll talk about those. We'll actually talk about those before we go into the NBA talk. Speaking of NBA, though, we made some bets last night as well, didn't we? Let's take a look at how we did. I know one game I lost. God damn it. The Clippers. What was it? Who were they playing? Clippers at the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, I thought that the Clips had that one. I told you to take the Clips. What was it? -2 something. Didn't work out well. Let's see. DeAndre Jordan had 18 fucking rebounds, but yeah. See, I thought that they were going to have trouble with the pick and roll. I wonder if Nerlens Noel, I didn't watch the game. I wonder how Noel played. 12 rebounds, 2 blocks for Noel, 2 steals for Noel, so obviously that was a big step up there. Good game, for the Dallas Mavericks. Good win. They needed that shit. Well done. Another couple we lost, the Knicks. The Knicks lose by 15 points. I think we had a +725. That was more of a long range, Hail Mary style play, so that's pretty much as expected. We got that Spurs win. They win by 7 at home. I can't remember what the spread was. Remember, Memphis was undefeated, I think, against the combination of San Antonio and Golden State going into the game. Told you to pick San Antonio. I think they were a pretty big favorite, 7 points or something like that. So I think we had to give up... and really, no player individually played too spectacular. It was just kind of a good team effort here. Man, kind of surprised with those numbers. They got the win, but they did. What else? Toronto, +4.5. I told you, I thought Toronto should have been favored at Miami without Dion Waiters, without Hassan White. I wonder what Whiteside ended up playing. But Toronto, they won by 17. So not only... Oh, Whiteside did play. But not only did... So we won that one basically by a shitload. And then Brooklyn at home beats Phoenix. Phoenix is just too young. They should have got the win, but they didn't. They lose by 28 points. They can't play defense against a team who also can't play offense. Not a ton of surprise there. But what does that make us? Let's see. Against the spread, we go 1-0. Money lines, we lose on our +700, but then we go 1-1. So I think we basically break even. We actually lose a little bit on this day. Combine that with the NCAA, though, and we're in pretty prime shape. Alrighty. That will be the recap, though, and enough of that shit. Let's get into what we're going to do today. Alrighty, 4 NCAA games to talk about today. We'll start at the beginning, like a normal human being. Butler at North Carolina. What is Butler? Like the 8 seed? North Carolina is number 1. Like something like that. North Carolina, 7-point favorite. And a money line, they are looking at minus 315. North Carolina has been, I think they have Justin Jackson. He's kind of a beast. They've been one of the best teams in the league all year. You know, they were the number 1 team, I think, for a little bit. That hung around number 2 and number 3 basically all season long. Butler is a good team. I don't really know much about them this season, but I'm going to go ahead and take North Carolina minus 310. I think as long they're bigger, I'm pretty sure they're a bigger team, but as long as they can just kind of function properly, they're going to be able to win this game. I don't know about the minus 7. It's probably okay. I think they'll probably win by more than 7. But you never know. So just take that minus 310 North Carolina money line. That sounds decent. All right, as we move on. South Carolina, Frank Martin, upset specials at Baylor. Baylor Bears, they were the number 1 team for a while. I think they were undefeated for a while. I think they had the number 1 men and women's team for a while as well. Or that doesn't make sense because UConn hasn't lost a game in a long time, so I don't know. But Baylor minus 3. Excuse me. And the money line, we're looking at minus 158 for Baylor. Go ahead and take Baylor minus 158. I'm pretty sure they're going to get that W. South Carolina is a good scrappy school, though, and they did just beat Duke. Duke has a lot of character issues, but I don't know. South Carolina is a good program and a great coach, but I do think the road ends here, and we have Baylor moving on to the Elite Eight. And possibly the game of the night. It wasn't even spread yesterday, but a couple people are feeling like myself. UCLA yesterday, now it's UCLA minus 1.5. I actually do like UCLA as well in this game. Money line, minus 122. I had UCLA in the Final Four out of that division. So go ahead and give me UCLA minus, goddamn, what did I just say? Minus 122. I think that's a good pick. Even against the Kentucky team that's beastly. But if I had to pick, I'm taking UCLA, young Lonzo, being able to take over a game. I'd rather have that than rather have the better player, the best player on the floor at almost any time, especially in college. Then the last game of the evening for the tournament, we have Wisconsin, Florida. That'll be a good matchup as well. Wisconsin, an 8 seed. I think Florida, I don't know, they're like a 4 seed or some shit like that. I don't know. Florida's a 1-point favorite. I think that's probably about right. Money line, what are we at? Minus 110, minus 110. That's interesting. It should be a pick'em game, in other words. But the spread is a 1 point. So that doesn't really matter anyway. It doesn't make sense. What do I think is going to happen? That's a tough one to call. I was thinking I was going to take Kentucky, but for some reason I woke up today and I feel like Florida's going to win. So I'm feeling Florida. Minus 110. Sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and take that shit. So that wraps up the, NCAA shit. We got North Carolina minus 310. We have Baylor minus like 150. We have UCLA minus 122. And we have, Florida minus 110. We're going all favorites today. That's not good. I think yesterday I had 2 underdogs. Is that right? Yeah, okay. I don't know, all favorites today. Definitely not a good look, but I don't really know what else to do. And so that's going to be the locks. Alrighty, let's check out some NBA. As we move on to the association, we have 10 games tonight. It's quite a bit of shit going on for the evening. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have first game of the evening, the Washington Wizards at home, hosting last night's major victor, the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn just beat Phoenix by 28 last night. Today it's going to be obviously a much different task. And that was actually Brooklyn's first winning streak in over a year, or about a year. So congratulations to you guys. But today it's not going to be that easy. The Wizards are about to go on a 5-game road trip. Today's going to be their last game before that. Of course, John Wall, Bradley Beal, played pretty well the other day. John Wall didn't score in the first half. Ended up with 22. They went to overtime back in February 8th. Other than that, the only thing that I think would make this game anything close is if Washington just overlooked Brooklyn, which isn't impossible. That big road trip, and Brooklyn seemingly sucks. Let's take a look at the spread. Minus 11.5. The Wizards are an 11.5 point favorite. God damn it, what did I push? So, yeah, 11.5 point fave. Minus 800 on the money line. I don't like it either way. I think that they're going to win for sure. Maybe minus 11.5 makes sense. If you do anything, take the minus 11.5 because they're probably going to blow them out. Washington scores quite a bit at home. And Brooklyn scores quite a bit too. They're not a bad team, but it's actually they are. They're a horrible team. But as far as scoring, they can put up points. They just don't have any defense really. But I say technically we'll stay away from that pick, even though I do kind of like the Wiz minus 11.5. But we move on. All right, the Cavaliers are going to end their road trip. It'll be the last night of the road trip. Let's see. They're going to be at Charlotte, at the Hornets, who played a little better than average lately, and they are a pretty good home team. Let's see here. Is there anything worth mentioning? Okay, all three Cavs, the big three, are going to play on Friday night. Yeah, 3 straight wins for Charlotte, so that's doing great. Yeah, they started 8-3, man. I remember Charlotte started very well. Other than that, it pretty much is what it is. I like the Cavs probably to win the game. Let's take a look at the money line. Where are we at here? Cleveland minus 3.5 at Charlotte. I like that. What's the spread here? Or what's the money line? Minus 160? No, that's not it. It is minus 160. Okay, take that. I'm pretty sure the Cavs are going to get this win. Definitely could go either way, but I think a minus 160 is a pretty good number for to get a Cleveland Cavalier against the Charlotte Hornets game. Alrighty, now we move on. There we are. Detroit at Orlando. Detroit like a half game out or a game out of the 8th spot. Orlando hasn't been doing anything valuable lately. It really, really looked bad. Let's see. Boom. Is there anything that might... Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to be playing. Obviously, you think there's probably about a 2 or 3 point favorite for Detroit. Let's go ahead and peek at it. They are... They are a 3.5 point favorite. So we're looking at the same money line, minus 160 as there is in the Cavs game. I don't know, though. Honestly, I don't. This is not nearly as good of a game. The Pistons don't have enough talent to be able to for me to just buy in minus 160 from them. Orlando's not good either, but they're not good. Detroit's pretty good. But I don't believe in it. I think that the Pistons could lose this game really easily. They haven't been very good on the road. They have a losing record overall, so I say we stay away from that game. And we have one more 5 o'clock game, if I can open it up. Yeah, we have the Denver Nuggets going to Indiana to take on the Pacers. Earlier in the season, Denver won 140-112. What else do we have to talk about here? Yeah, Gary Harris has been playing pretty well for Denver. Interesting. Who do I like in this game? I expect this game to be damn close. I'd say probably the Pacers by 2 or 3 points. What is the spread? Pacers by 1.5. Shit, this is a hard one for me to pick. I think that Denver's probably a better team than the Pacers are. I mean, the Pacers have Paul George, but it's kind of their go-to thing. I'd say stay away from the game. I don't really know who's going to win it. Yeah, truly, I don't know who's going to win that game. To me, that's a toss-em game. So I stay away from it. Yeah. So far, what do we have? We have 2 picks. We have Cleveland minus 160. That's a good one. And Oh, that's it. Just Cleveland minus 160. All right.